yet?
That was crazy though. Holy cow.
We got everybody. Reed's not here yet, right? Or is he leaving early?
Correct.
Well, he's in Discord.
I
Says he's
think he
off.
said he was going to be late today.
Yeah, he messaged me a few minutes ago and said that he be leaving early.
Oh.
He should be able to play for a bit. I'm planning for a shorter session anyway. Again, still working those 60-hour weeks.
Eek.
Sorry to hear that.
What
Yeah.
is he doing now? He's just waving his hands around. Can't even
What?
follow this shit.
Wait, what?
Bro, he,
Oh,
I,
except I have fun yet.
why is this? What is that? What was that?
They're
What's
watching
that?
a streamer play that Saber Beats game,
I have
and
no idea.
it's like the lightsaber game where you got to hit the blocks to the music,
Oh,
In VR.
gotcha.
and like the dude's insane.
I just saw blocks. That's all I saw at that point. And then his hands were waving around. I'm just like, yeah, okay.
I couldn't do it.
And when he failed, that was insane. There was just like 1,000 blocks on the screen. I'm just like, well, maybe not many, but you know what I mean. That was a lot. Wasn't even any gaps between the blocks. Just a row of blocks.
So for right now, I guess we'll say that the halfling is being rather quiet.
Alright, there.
But
Sorry.
oh, you are here. Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, I just couldn't find the password for my other account that I used to play it, so I had to change it so I could use my character through this one. And yeah,
That works. I had to track down my password for Discord. It signed me out. But alrighty. So last time you guys were stumbling through the Shadowfell, you found basically what accounted for a small abandoned fortress that two bugbears were hiding in. And they were talking about one of them being marked before you started hearing the wails of creatures approaching in the night. Well, night, the ever night here. And fought off a wave of creatures that most of you have never seen before. I don't know. Did we ever decide if any of you had encountered these beings
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I
in
don't
character?
think we did.
I don't think so.
All right.
nope.
At first, they seem to move like zombies that you guys have encountered before, but then they became rather aggressive and significantly harder to kill. Uh, but the fight turned to your guys' advantage, and you slew the last one as everything fell silent. And the bugbears informed you that there was a powerful spellcaster in the nearby cave. You came in, and a monstrosity from the ceiling descended upon Sid. Managed to stop that before a strange bird creature appeared and banished Sid and Reed before the rest of you, and then itself disappearing.
Fucker took my
And
pet.
you heard it cackle before Owen lost sight of it, and that's where we left off at.
And I had searched around and I found a bunch of stuff.
Yes, that's right. You found several crates with adventuring gear. And there is 4 individuals stuck inside of a holding cell that is radiating a soft blue light.
Is there any like special adventuring gear in these crates? Because we didn't discuss what was in it besides adventuring gear.
You see a lot of there's one crate full of various There's a staff and robes, both adorned with spider motifs. A collection of spellcasting equipment is available. Um, a second chest is full of uh, inkwells and quills and just a huge pile of books. Um, and the other two crates, one belonging to Onyx, what would be in it?
Hmm?
What would be in Onyx's crate?
Oh. Let's see. Splint mail, a glaive, a lance, a shield, a saddle, a cavalry saddle, belt of dwarven, a belt. Damn, I should have said belt of kind. Whatever. Explorer's pack and a longsword.
Is there any alcohol in the flask?
No.
I open up the flask looking disappointed. I throw the flask.
And in Leo's, I believe? Yeah, Leo.
Yeah. Leo has there's some belts, some clothes, like several sets of clothing. They're all for a tiny person. There's some candles. There's a horn, a lute, and a violin. There's some leather armor, studded leather armor. There's a rapier, and there's some cooking equipment and brewing equipment.
I pick up the tiny belt. I'm like, I'm gonna have a new pet, and I pocket that, and then I will find my compatriots in the dark because I cannot see. Actually, I can see all right.
Yeah, there is a soft light coming from that prison cell.
Hey, I found a bunch of stuff in some crates over there.
Oh.
Some belts, some cloaks, adventure and stuff.
Oh, that's my stuff.
Would you be so kindly to return it?
You guys are
Yes,
prisoners.
please.
You guys are
Let's-
prisoners.
So the only thing I took is this leash that I plan on using for that little one there.
Oh, that's my belt.
Doesn't look like a belt. Can't fit
Well,
around my waist. I try to put it on.
it's made for me.
There's no.
Are you
pet.
guys in there anyway?
Hmm?
You guys in the jail? Why are you in
No, we got caught by those guys.
there?
Why'd they
All
catch
of-
you?
yeah, all of you.
Oh, I mean, me and Onyx here, we were just traveling. We kind of got lost, and while we were sleeping, they just ambushed us.
And
Are you-
the heavy set man, he's got pretty fancy attire, but it's pretty messed up right now. And he's just sort of very watching everybody. And the dark elf is sitting slumped in the back, cross-legged and just head down, just sort of very moping. Make a religion check for me, Owen.
Religion. I'm not good at that. I'm okay at that.
Yeah, not bad. You recognize the designs as belonging to that of Wolf, the Spider Queen.
Knowing that, I would take the staff and the cloak of Loth and try to pocket them slash hide them as best as I could.
Okay. The cloak would not be hard. The staff would be a little tricky.
Yeah. I might just use it as a walking stick for now.
Better make
Alright.
that left hand check when I'm stood right next.
I'm not trying to hide it from you. In fact, I will actually show you guys and say there might be a priestess of Loth around here.
You mean like the drow that's literally sat in the prison over there?
Well, that was before I saw her.
Okay.
She's super depressed.
My timeline's all confused. All right.
I vote we
Um,
don't let these guys out. They were shouting and giving away my position when we were in a life and death battle.
Oh,
It could be enemies. We could burn them right here, right now, in the cage.
What do you mean we were giving away position? Your position?
You were shouting at me to let you out while I was trying to flank the enemy. Pretty much giving away my position.
I mean, they weren't really looking at us. Nor were we able to see you for most of the fight. We just
When
heard
I moved
you.
here, you started shouting at me when the enemy was over here. You not think that draws attention?
Well, we didn't know there was an enemy over there.
What did you think we were doing here? Fighting these people?
So I mean, I thought you
Training?
killed them all.
Mm,
I saw you fight the monster. Point over there, and then you just came over here. So I assumed that you were done.
all right. Why? So are you guys from this place? This place? Blah 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 blah. Are you guys from this place?
Yes,
No.
clearly
No, no,
Christian
no.
is from the Shadowfell.
The fancy guy shakes his head. He goes, "Water deep."
I'm from Waterdeep too.
So two of you from Waterdeep, the little guys from Shadowfell, and the elves from the Shadowfell. Is that
No,
right?
I'm from the Waterdeep. The little guy, Leo.
Does anybody speak Undercommon?
I do.
Yes, I do.
No.
I don't remember. Uh,
Nope,
think-
I believe I do not.
The dark elf.
Nope.
The dark elf whispers Menzo Baranzan. And anybody proficient in the language of Undercommon would know the city.
What is the city?
So are we let these guys out, or we just leave them here to rot?
I don't know, man.
Would
I
any of
became
them?
very rich though.
We have lost two of our traveling companions. Would any of them be of use to us?
we can help.
Yes, me and Leo here, we are proficient in combat.
Yes, I can cook. I can provide shelter. And he's very good at fighting.
In Undercommon, the elf says, "I would very much like to go home." And the follow says, "Oh, yeah, me too. I want to go home. Not her home, my home."
Wait, what? You understood that?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
She's saying she wants to go home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got that from the fact that he said he wants to go home, but I did, yeah, sure. All right. Let him out then, I guess. Stand the
I
fuck back.
mean,
Okay.
Hear him stand back. I back up.
Us. Oh shit. Okay.
Drow are pretty evil there, Zane. And especially if she's worshipping Lolth as well.
I don't know if she's evil. She
Who the
seems
fuck's
super
Lolth?
depressed though.
Lolth
Scary
Champion.
spider queen goddess of death and destruction and horribleness.
Okay.
And you notice while you're saying all that, she is sort of slowly smirking.
Oh,
See, this is what I
maybe
mean.
she is evil.
Leo, you know drows. They're all mostly evil.
Hmm.
That
Okay.
is definitely a lie, but okay.
There are some outliers, like in any race.
Or like the orcs and the goblin.
What about the fancy guy? What are you? So, are you a merchant, or what are you? Are you a fighter? What are you?
I'm an author.
We
I'm
would we
Valo.
know Bolo?
Everybody make a history check.
Author.
History.
Oof.
Woohoo!
History. All right. Owen and Leo are very much aware of Valo. Nokris and Onyx, you guys have heard the stories. And Onyx, you have actually had a conversation over the last day of why you should know this man, but nothing has clicked. He seems very confident of the fact that you should know who he is. And Zane, you have no idea.
What the likes
kind of-
book?
What kind of books do you write?
Adventure guides.
Why couldn't you make a guide
Yeah,
out for
he's
this?
famous.
You
What
gonna
can he
write
do?
about that beastie you just saw in here?
It's The big one in the ceiling, or the
Yeah, the one we killed.
no? I've never seen that one before.
Might do in a new book.
Well, I vote we let the author out. These two, I don't really mind. I'm happy to let them out. The elf lady, I'm pretty sure we could leave her locked up in there if you want.
It's pretty creepy, but
I
is that
mean-
okay?
That's not a good thing to just leave her locked up in there. She'll just die.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not my
agree.
problem.
It isn't your problem, but it's mine.
Why is it your problem?
She will listening to all this. She says, "My people are in possession of the Shadow Crossing nearby."
I
See,
don't know
there
what
you
that
go.
means.
If
What
we
does that mean?
release you, can you
Probably a
guarantee
way
us
out.
safe passage?
You would have to speak to the mother, of course. I can speak on your behalf, but
See, now this is a bad idea. We're gonna get eaten by spiders.
Is the mother Loth?
Yeah.
no, of course not.
Right, new plan. Let's leave everybody in the cave and we just
No.
walk out.
And Owen walks away.
Okay, so I'm thinking. Actually, okay. Zane, come here. Owen, come here.
Oh, yeah.
Come this way. All right.
Whisper.
Yeah.
I gotta look up some spells too.
Uh,
Go ahead.
I put my hand on Leo's shoulder and pull him back so he can't listen.
Well, I'm
So
not trying to. I'm just holding the bar to see if
the
they're
drow has
leaving us.
the drow has a way out. But we have no idea why she was captured for. So maybe we wake up this person who's tied up, figure out what they're all in there for, and then make a decision.
I mean, yeah, we could definitely.
Yeah.
It's gonna blow one of my spells
Well, what for?
to heal the person up unless we wait. I don't know. It could be hours before they wake up from unconsciousness.
I mean,
Imagine a D4 and it was rolled. That's the amount of hours that person might be asleep for.
yeah, I know. I think was it 2 hours? I think it was down for.
I
Or something?
think it was.
Fucking 3 now.
3 hours.
I don't remember what we rolled the first time.
I can't remember. I think it might be in a 2 or something.
I mean, that's the safest way. And then even if the drow was in there for something horrible, which she probably was, but we can just tie her up, keep watching her.
It was 2 before, so we'll stick with 2.
You know, I mean,
Bro. Whew.
the thing is, the drow is the only one of these to us right now because she has an
Yeah.
exit.
Yeah.
And as much as I don't like dealing with them, you know, they're a way out's a way out.
I mean,
Well-
we could just tie them all up, and then we could just transport them all. I can carry them all.
I'll
Carry
say
them all.
Volo.
Yeah, I
If
can carry them all.
we are going to Waterdeep, correct?
I mean, I wasn't planning on it, but if that's where we end up, then that's where we end up.
I'll say if we take Volo to Waterdeep, there might be something in it for us.
True.
He's pretty well known.
You're pretty poor.
Listen, I just don't want to go home because there's an even scarier drow waiting there for me. So, anywhere's good.
Why is there a drown? What? Alright, whatever. Anyway.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Who has the highest? Who has the highest passive of the 3 of you?
I have 16 passive wisdom.
I have 17.
17. You have that very uncomfortable hair stain on the back of your neck. I'm being watched feeling.
Yeah. Also, we have to kill the weird chicken lady.
Extra numbers might help. All their equipment's in some crates to the southeast of here.
We'll wake up this person first and figure out what they're in for.
Alright, yeah, let's do that. Do you want to wake him up and ask questions then?
Yeah, I'll kick him and cast healing word. Healing kick. Oh god, that roll max, of course.
7.
I'll just be pointing my sword at him.
And
Try
I have my
anything,
gun
and the
aimed
round
at him.
disappears.
Which one is this? Is this the woman? Yeah, Diana. She turns and looks at the dead body beside her. Wait, what? What?
Listen, shit happens. Why are
can't
these
remember.
prisoners in here?
Was she dismembered anyway? Y'all
Yeah,
cut
I
her
cut
arm off, right?
I cut both of their arms off.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
That's
So
funny.
that healing fully cauterized the cut arm, and so she's very focused on the fact that there's not an arm there.
I just grab a head and turn it towards me. Focus. Otherwise, you'll lose another one. Why are the prisoners in here? One by one. Start with the drow.
Uh,
You can do that while before getting to what I said.
all right. Uh, all right. So she goes the drow was on scout, and the we jumped them, and we killed two, but she seemed worth bartering for. She magic.
Okay. What about the halfling?
The the halfling seems like he comes for money. We might be able to get money for him.
Okay. So, how did you capture them? Is what I need to know.
They were asleep. We jumped their wagon, and Inula was out with us, and Inula brought him back. They put up a fight.
The weird bird person, yeah?
Yeah, Inula.
You know where she might go if she were to run away?
I doubt she'll go far. This is her home.
Oh. So we'll be waiting here until she comes back then. I'm kind of tired anyway, that's nice. Alright, guys, I got all the information I need. Do you guys want to ask any questions?
Do you feel lucky?
I'm saving that for an opportune moment. Thank you very much.
Am I just gagging this person and telling them not to move?
She's of no more use to
You
us,
can
is
leave
she?
if you want. Or we just set them free. I mean, like they're just fucking chumps.
I'm not setting them free.
What's he gonna do?
I'm not setting them free. They work for the person I'm meant to kill. It's just a bad idea.
Okay. We can dangle them as bait.
Sure.
Just tie them up somewhere and just dangle them there.
Also, if either of you two got anything that allows you to see invisible things,
No, I see. I kind of wish I did.
Unfortunately, no.
I was just thinking that I might had, but then I remembered that that might have been somebody from a different dream. And I was like, shit. If only I was that person.
Does his name start with an M?
I mean, I could summon some friends. Well, I could summon some things that might be able to see invisibility, but they're not very friendly. So I shouldn't use the word friend.
no, don't do that. Alright, I'm just gonna gag this person, make sure they can't move. Okay, do we want to do this one by one? Get them all tied up and secure one by one, and just make sure the rest of them stay in the cage?
I mean, we can do.
We'll put the halfling in the middle so it's harder for them all to move.
They can only go as fast as the slowest person.
I think I'm literally just gonna be hanging because
Well,
I don't
no,
think my feet are gonna touch the ground.
I can transport them all. Like I said, I can transport all of them.
Why don't we just have them? Well, we're gonna stay here. We just want them out of the fucking cage.
Okay. Right, if he's staying here, just leave him in the cage.
I mean,
They're
yeah.
locked up. Why do we gotta tie them up?
I mean,
I mean, we
human
could just-
shields, but okay.
We could just throw the other guy in there as well. Yeah, but they're out of the way there. We don't have to worry about them.
I mean, I feel like the drow lady might just like rip this person's throat out with her teeth or something if we throw him in there.
Okay, not my problem.
It's my problem though. Okay, we'll swap because I want to have a conversation with the drow. So we'll throw the one-armed person in there. We'll take the drow out. We'll have a conversation with the drow.
Alright.
How the fuck do we open this?
Is he still awake?
I
Who's
didn't
still
find a key in the
Wrong guy.
the birds area when I
Right.
investigated it last time, did I?
No.
Okay, so the bird person probably has the key on him
God damn it.
because I
In
didn't
my
Okay,
find the
crate,
cool.
we
key.
probably found lockpick. Thief steals. I had thief steals. I forgot to say that.
Are you having fun?
Man, just a second. I'm looking something up.
What the fuck does this do again? I have too many goddamn magical items.
Hi, baby. I don't know. Is she with Gabby Gab?
Yeah, the problem is if you smash it, then they can all get out. So you might just have to smash it and then get them all out. Or just, how big is the gate? Is it like 5 foot or whatever?
So one guy right there, and
Yeah.
like
Zane, I will murder you.
doggy right there,
That's what is
and
going
the,
on.
I'll
and the
throw
guy
you in
tried
there,
to kill the
bit by
dog.
bit, if you keep doing that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it is the 10 feet across and 10 feet high. And there is a locking mechanism in the center. And looking at it, you see the faint runes around this lock.
Well, that's gonna be magical then.
You can break the gate.
Maybe, unless it's magically enchanted. Then
Oh.
it's gonna be a pain in the ass to break.
True.
I
Just
feel like that's a
saying,
possibility.
we didn't really reveal the information that we can't really cast magic in here because of this light thing. So I don't know if magic is gonna work either.
Well, fuck me.
I'm gonna stand up and see if I can cast a cantrip onto the bars. I'm gonna cast
I'm gonna just back the fuck
cast
up.
shocking grasp on those bars.
Okay.
See if it does anything.
Electrify
It does. Yeah, it does dance across the bars, and you actually see the outline of the anti-magic shell on the inside of the gate.
But it does affect the actual gate itself.
The gate itself, yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go. All right, guys. I'm gonna sit down for a second. So I'm gonna sit down, pull out my little book, and I'm gonna cast Identify. Take 10 minutes on the actual gate itself.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
Remember that guy Reed? He had Dispel Magic.
Yep.
He also allows me to see in the dark, and it's gonna be sad when this wears off.
Yeah.
All right.
And I miss my pet.
So there is an arcane lock on the locking mechanism itself. The lock is actually a physical lock, not magic at all, not magically trapped, but there is an arcane lock on the lock. So
all right. It's a
And
lock, and it's
I
magically
would
locked.
guess, let me double check identify. You
I'll
might
put it in the thing.
get.
I'll drop it in the thing.
Oh, that'll work. I would say yes. You would learn the password to suppress it.
Sweet. Another password, guys. It's open sesame.
Essentially, but it's in a language you don't understand.
Don't worry,
Ooh.
guys. I got this. I'm a ritual cast. Comprehend languages
There you
from my book.
Oh, we're 20 minutes into a short rest.
go. Sure. I will give a short rest to the rest of you.
Sweet.
This is
I
going.
get my grip back.
Yes, so you know that speaking the password will suppress the magic of the arcane lock for 1 minute. You know that casting knock on it suppresses it for 10 minutes. And other than that, it makes it significantly harder to open locks.
Hmm.
So
Alright,
you,
cool.
you would know that the arcane lock goes down for 1 minute speaking the password, and that will enable you to pick the lock or break the door a lot easier.
Alright. Sounds good.
Okay, we can comfortably let them out if you want. Actually, give me 1 second. What was I doing this? Now we're good.
Any of the three of you proficient in lockpicking tools?
I
No
have
chance.
Tinker's tools, but not
Lockpicking.
lockpicking.
You would have found them in my box.
I would have.
Yeah.
I'm not proficient in them, but I could give them a whirl.
Yep. It would
Or
be
you
just
can
a
just give it
straight
to the
dex
guy.
check. Yeah, you could pass them over if you so choose to one of them.
I'll say
They would
I got a
they would
+4
be
to my
able,
dex.
yeah. And then anybody picking the lock from the inside will have a disadvantage to pick the lock.
Are either you proficient in picking locks?
I point towards Leo.
Me? Oh yes.
Definitely not
Here.
shady.
Let me give it a try first.
By
Okay.
all means.
Just can't make heads or tails of it. This isn't
No.
your
Yep.
expertise.
Do we trust him with the lock picks, guys?
Sure, if it gets us straight through, I'm
I
just
mean,
working the
wait,
gate.
I can open the damn door. Like, why are we? What's
Oh.
going on anyway?
I-
How can
don't
you
know.
open the door?
Oh, did I not tell anybody? Sorry, guys. I've identified it as a magical lock, and I know the password. I now know the language to say the password because I just learned all the languages as well. So bear with me. Don't worry, I got this. I can open the door
Wait.
only for a minute at a time, mind you.
Okay, no, but out of character, didn't the DM say there was 2 locks? There was the arcane lock on it and then a mundane one, right?
Yes.
So you can get rid of the magic one, and then
Oh.
there's the normal one.
But tell you what, if I get rid of the magical one, it might make it easier to pick lock. So we could always do that. I could get rid of the magical one for a minute, try and pick the lock, the mechanical lock, and that should hopefully help.
Sure,
Yeah. All right.
go
Open
ahead.
sesame in funny language.
Hey, you want to try again? Can't make heads or tails of it.
It's just not my expertise, guys.
I guess
I-
just
And it,
I
Hand it
lift
to
up
the small person.
Leo and put him closer to the bar so that he can reach the lock.
Oh yeah. Can you carry me? Because I don't think I can reach up
I hand him to my new pen. Go ahead and open it.
there. I'm not a
Don't
pet.
call him that.
It's weird. Okay, I would try. I roll normal, right?
If you've got somebody helping you, yes.
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
because Onyx is basically lifting me a little bit so I can reach them to the lock.
That was straight check.
All right. 26.
There you go.
hot damn.
So while humming a little tune, and the three of you looking not quite sure how he managed it, but he seemed to put very little effort into it, and then the door just swings open.
Can I real quick before it does, like as soon as I hear the lock click and it's open, can I can I say the word again and reactivate the arcane lock?
Yes.
So the door doesn't actually open.
It's this DM right here.
What do I do?
Thanks
with
for
the
unlocking
pen?
that. Real good. Right, do we want to get him out now, or should we?
Well, we said Drow
Oh.
first. We'll have a chat with her. See.
What were you about
Yeah,
to say,
give them-
Reed?
What do I do with the thieves' tools? I was asking them.
Oh,
Oh,
I'll take him back.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get the Drow out first. Figure out our escape route, and then we'll deal with these people who want to try and fight and be useful.
All right, that sounds good. All right. Can you
Okay.
guys step back and then we'll do it in orderly fashion so we know what the fuck's going on.
Is one of you gonna go in, or are we taking her out?
I ain't going in
You
there.
can walk.
Anti magic shit, bro.
I
Go on
mean,
ahead.
no.
Release the magic.
Open sesame.
I'll push the door open with my sword and then step back and beckon the drow.
Wait, would the
Alright.
arcane lock back up?
Yeah, there's two locks on it. There's an arcane lock on it, and then there's the manual lock. Is the
Yeah, I
manual
know.
lock like a
I
padlock type thing?
We've opened
Is it
it.
is it arcane
Yeah.
lock? Because that stays open for a while.
Yeah, but I can also turn it on and off, can't I? Now that I know the password.
no, I know that, but I'm saying like when you would say the word again, would it lock back up? Not arcane lock, but would it physically lock back up?
Let's see.
Why?
Hold on. You touch close you can also set the password like welcome to stuff. No. Hmm.
Hmm.
If you can just do that, that's just kind of
Yeah, the spell doesn't say that you can lock it back
no.
up when you
No.
when you repeat the password. It just says
Oh.
that it stays open for for a minute.
Oh,
Mhm.
I don't lock it back up.
But we don't know that either way. So.
Exactly. Said the word.
I'm just bullshitting. These guys have no fucking idea.
It's fine, they're unarmed. I still push the gate open and make the drow come out. Well, ask her to come out.
Yeah, it does not say anything about locking it back. So, all right. She will stand and just very casually walk towards you.
And I will fucking back the fuck up, not letting her get within touching range of me. Stand
And,
against the
and,
wall there.
and you see her take a very physical inhale, and
Don't turn invisible. Either.
she's just, and she
I'm
smiles. and
readying
she
an
says,
action. I'm
"Thank
readying
you."
an action.
She says, "Thank you."
Not a problem.
See, I told you she
Now,
wasn't that mean. She was just depressed or something because she's weird.
can you just stand against this wall right here so we can see?
And she inclines her head. Of course. The anti magic is very unsettling.
I'm just gonna shimmy past and then close the gate again. Uh,
Yeah.
So, if we went to speak to this mother, is there an actual chance we're gonna get out, or is she just gonna try and slave us and then throw us into some pit full of horrible spider things?
She will probably enslave you.
Oh shit.
Every time.
I mean, what do you expect?
At least
uh,
she's being honest.
I mean,
Yeah.
sure. This really isn't helpful.
Make a perception check for her, looking for her stuff. She does not see it.
So I know you guys aren't the most honorable and stuff, but if we return you with all of your stuff and intact, would that maybe carry us some favor? Not to mention the head of the bird chick that helped capture you.
Hmm. I think catching it alive would please Mother.
I mean, are you gonna kill it though? Can you guarantee me that you'll kill it afterwards?
We will probably try to use it.
Keep an eye on it. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. God damn it, making me use my spell slots. Cast sending to the Raven Queen, and just in 25 words or less, I'll just relay that is the bird person being enslaved good enough, or does it need to die?
Oh, to the Raven Queen. She says, I prefer those wretched beings dead.
Okay. Shit. Okay, shit. Well, that's not gonna work. It has to die. There's a certain goddess that would be very pissed off if said thing wasn't dead.
Wait, you speak to a goddess?
Sometimes.
Holy shit.
That's cool. Is it a good goddess?
Uh,
I doubt it.
neutral,
Okay.
Mm,
I would say.
neutral? Okay.
Well, she's like the god of death, but not really. It's complicated.
It's not Bane, is it?
No.
I don't think it's Bane, Leo.
Okay, good. I'm scared.
And you could see the talk of gods has the dark elf very interested. She's very riveted in the conversation watching you guys. He contacted the Raven Queen. She said the dark elf says that they would capture Inula and use it, and the Raven Queen wants Inula dead.
And you're gonna help us with this task? Where did you guys ask that already?
I mean, we might as well capture it for now.
I can help.
Can you, though?
Should I
Yes.
should I give her stuff back?
I mean, as a show of good faith, you might want to.
What
There's
stuff does
three of
she
us,
have?
that's one of her.
I give her her staff and her cloak with the scale mail interior, and I give her the 50 gold that I took from her
I can also provide
pack
shelter,
as well.
like I mentioned before.
I can do shelter. That's not so special.
I could do better shelter,
No,
probably.
you can't.
Yes.
Prove it from where you're standing.
I can't. I can't cast magic here.
Well then, solves that.
Damn it.
Not really.
She slides into the robe and thanks you, but she says it in undercommon. So
I understand it now. Oh, oh.
I nod and I tell her in undercommon that the rest of her stuff is around the corner by my raven.
and she turns to you, Nokris, and she says, "May I?"
Go ahead.
I'll escort her.
All right. She goes over there and gets the stuffs and starts moving her way back.
I like Mr. Bookman. We should take Mr. Bookman with us.
And she turns to you, Owen, and she says, "Perhaps we can use this beast's cage against it."
Oh shit.
How do we draw it in?
I
That's
mean,
what
we
I'm
could
trying
capture
to
it.
figure out.
We can capture it, and then we can put it in here.
Question. You two in the cage.
Yes.
Can any of you see invisible creatures?
Mm, let me check.
Sadly, I'm not a spellcaster.
Okay, that guy's useless. He stays in there.
No, cannot. Damn, sorry.
I mean, do you really want to let Mal in?
What if the bookman says, like, you guys said the bookman's famous or something?
Yeah, he's famous.
I mean, I know
He's
some
useful.
stories, and that doesn't really make me trust a person that they write
I mean,
books.
he's not exactly rich, but he's pretty famous. He's written a couple books that have
Listen, I'm
become
rich,
very popular.
okay? I literally have a fortune.
No, you're noble too.
No,
Oh,
I just killed a vampire and stole all the treasure in his castle.
oh, okay.
And the two companions he was traveling with are no longer with us.
Killed a
Are we?
vampire.
Owen, you see the dark elf very casually slide her ring on her finger, and she is watching you as she does it. And you see her sort of scan the room for a moment,
She
and
cast a spell, counterspelling it.
she whispers under her breath, "It is still in here."
Does that thing let you see invisible stuff?
Ethereal.
May I borrow it?
And she is going to sleight of hand it against something else's perception. Let me see what it is. All right. she have sleight of hand? Oh, so straight dex check.
What kind of combat stuff do you guys do?
Magic.
You're a magician, are you?
Not really. I use mostly with music. I like playing music.
Oh.
I'm gonna have a pet that plays music. That's wonderful.
He's not a
Not
pet.
a pet.
I have your collar right here
It's not
because I
collar.
hold up the belt.
Jesus Christ. Ah,
Messing and shit.
sure. I'm gonna push open the gate. Say the rest of you can come out.
Yeah, fuck it.
Finally.
You do anything, even a little bit suspicious, and you see those people without any arms, that'll be you.
Oh, okay.
Or
I can
someone
help you speak with
hellfire
them
to
if you
burn
want
you.
to. Oh shit, hellfire.
Do I need to attune to the ring to be able to see?
You do not.
Okay. So as she sleight hands me the ring, I'll put it on and just casually just like look around.
Make a perception check.
Can we grab our stuff?
Well, yeah. Yeah, go grab your stuff.
Okay. Bolo, you go first.
I'll keep an eye. I'm gonna stand down here and keep an eye on you. My bird's chilling over here.
And outside of the anti magic, Vala begins casting mending and prestidigitation on his clothing.
So I have advantage because of my Eyes of the Eagle, which I forget about.
Oh yeah.
Caca.
Good. You think your line of sight's a little iffy where you're actually standing, but the room that you found Enula's stuff in over here,
Mm-hmm.
well, nothing's not pinging over here. You do see the bird creature peeking around the corner.
Oh, okay. Um.
It ducks its head back and it starts to pace around.
Okay.
Oh, are you okay?
You can
I
see
will.
it's definitely watching everybody.
Right. I'll kind of go where I can't see it, so I don't think it can see me, and I will cast message on Zane, letting him
Okay.
know what I just saw.
All right.
Okay. I'll respond saying, "Do you want to do this?" As in right now.
Yes.
I cast haste on you.
Oh, snap. All right. So I will book it over, and I will take 2 shots at it. Actually, technically 3, correct?
Hasted, yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
you
so.
get an extra action. You get +2 AC. You get
Okay.
extra movement. I think. Is your movement?
Yeah.
I'll put haste in the thing. I'll show. I'll throw it.
Right. So, oh, this is gonna be fun. I feel sorry for this thing.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
you get
use
2
my
attacks for your normal attack plus 1 from this, so 3, yes.
right. Okay. So I'm gonna use a grit to give me advantage on the shot.
Yep.
So, uh, I will sharpshooter as well.
So that'd be a 17.
I don't even see what I rolled. Oh, so
17 on
17?
17 does not hit.
No. All right. So I'll reload, and I won't use sharpshooter. Or I don't have to reload, but I'm gonna do another shot. Without I would burn my last grit for this.
Okay.
So 18.
No, it does not hit.
Mm,
This thing's a pain in the ass.
yeah, it is.
It's... Oh man, you're actually rolling pretty low too.
Yeah.
I will tell you that that shot was closer.
Right. And so the last one will just be a normal straight shot at it. If I can remember what I'm doing here.
Hits.
All right, so that will
You hit it
deal
dead in the chest.
9 points of piercing damage. And then I will use the rest of my movement to move up next to it, wherever it may be.
Alright. You are right beside it. I now I'm going to leave it on the GM layer now. We're going to roll initiative.
Okay.
Let me clear this. Movable turns. There we go.
I still have 3 shots left in my pepper box.
Do you want me to roll for my bird as well? No, fuck, I'll leave the bird out of this one. It's gonna stand watch.
Where did I put follow? Oh, yeah, there he is.
We did bring the cat inside, right?
No.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I don't
back.
think so.
Obviously, it was back. Where all the shit was.
I mean, I wouldn't have left it outside. But if it's too big to fit in the entrance of the cave, then it will be outside. But I wouldn't.
Well, I
have
mean,
left
as
it
soon as we
outside.
step in the cave, that was the other thing. So it might be in the entrance.
Yeah, we'll say it's in the entrance.
Does it have to maintain concentration to stay invisible?
It is not invisible.
Oh, okay.
How many more warlock levels I got to take before I can see shit?
So I was actually double checking. I'm a little fuzzy on whether or not you would actually be able to hit it.
Oh,
If it's on the other
Astral plane,
plane,
no.
no.
Yeah,
Yes.
some astral planes. I mean, you can't.
Yes.
Ethereal plane, not astral.
Whatever it
Yeah.
is,
Yeah, it is on the ethereal.
you should be able to hit it.
Yeah, while on the ethereal plane, you can only affect and be affected by other creatures on that plane.
so would I know this after the first shot?
Yep.
Okay, so I would
Well,
have done.
you missed it on the first two, so.
Oh, true.
So we can retcon your turn and say that your first shot went through it.
Okay. So I'll have 1 more point of grit still,
Yes.
and I'll have
And
2 more shots
if
left.
you stop shooting after the first shot, you'd still have a haste action
Yes.
Hmm.
to do something.
I wouldn't know of any way to bring this thing back to our plane.
Nope.
No.
So
15?
I will just use the rest of my hasted action and whatnot to say, why don't you come out and play, little thing?
Make a persuasion or intimidation, your choice. All right.
And that'll be it for that
Obscenely complicated.
prior thing.
All right. So it is your turn if you would like to.
So for my
move
turn,
anything
I'm
further.
going to hold my action until I can physically beat the shit out of this thing.
All right. And Zane.
I can't see shit. Fuck, I don't know. I'm just gonna. Just chill. I'll just wait till something happens, really, that I can see.
Fusion.
There's whole action, I guess. That's me.
That'll work. Let's see. She.
I'll say bird person over this way. Everybody. That's what I'll say.
All right. She will heal herself. And she moves down here, leans against the wall, and is looking around that direction. And Nokris and Zane, you see little snake heads start to grow out of the tip of her staff.
Oh, I should have kept that staff.
Follow. Uh, he is going to hide. Let's see. He actually does not have proficiency in stealth. So we'll do that. Oh shit, he's on. I've got his stats hidden. Oh no, do not always whisper roll. And
That's the one tricky thing about Roll20 as a DM is all the different pages you get up.
yeah. All right, I'll roll for him again in front of you guys. Well, that figures you rolled a 10 the first time. All right. Now let's see if it actually takes an action to drop the spell or not. It actually doesn't say anything about dropping it, so he's just going to drop it. She, sorry. So it will. You've got a held action
Yes, I do.
as it appears. Everything's in my way. Boom.
You owe me.
1 second. Why?
Hey,
My chicken nuggets.
Oh, that's disadvantageous.
Not my fault. You missed out on them. Sorry, boy. Sorry, guys. All right. So I'm gonna do 3 rapier attacks on it. Nope. Nope. Yep.
yes.
9 piercing damage.
Works. Alrighty. And then it will. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. You are paralyzed.
Okay.
And
That hold person, yo. Oh, hold on. I think I might have something for this. Indomitable, like a 3 roll saving throw that I fail.
there you go.
Nope.
Oops.
Uh,
Alright.
who's it more? Oh no, that's
It is going to begin digging through its desk while you're standing there. And Knockers, it's your turn.
This fucking bird, dude. Well, I can't see shit. So right there, I'm gonna throw one of my illusionary cards, and I'm gonna say, "Go minion, kill the bird." And I'm gonna throw one of my from a card from the deck of illusions. I have no idea how any of this works.
Ooh.
Pick a card, any card.
Well, no, I can't pick it. I have to randomly throw it.
Yeah.
I
Pick
can
a
throw
card,
it.
any card.
What does it mean? I can't remember which one I drew one as well already.
Alright, yeah, I gotta throw it up in here. It is.
I drew the null, I think, right?
Damn it, where did it go?
the virtual deck, whatever the heck it is. I mean, I could just let me Google.
Deck. Or I'll just use the straight deck. So show that.
Draw. One. Draw. The four of clubs.
4 of clubs. This is not helpful. That is not in the list.
God.
Full deck
Sleeping,
has
yeah.
34 cards. Damn them.
So let's keep drawing until I get one.
Yeah, it'll work.
It's a pain in the ass. Stupid deck. Queen of clubs.
Queen of clubs. That's.
Oh shit. That's
Oh
awesome.
damn.
Yeah.
Yes. Alrighty then. I got a stat block in here for them. So there we go. All right. So what does it do? It acts like it, but can't do anything, right?
Yeah, yeah. Shall I roll deception to see if people actually believe that it's a real thing? Because none of these guys know that I have these cards. I don't think anyone knows I have them. Even Reed or freaking Sid. I can't even remember where I got them from.
Didn't you do an investigation check?
Yeah, they have to
DC
do this.
15.
So it do. It does not have proficiency in investigation. 12. All right. So the Aranus appears and snaps its whip and is just staring the Nagpa down.
God damn it. Sexy demon fiend thing.
Curious.
That is my action. That's my go.
Where'd I put the turnip? There we go. All right. And Leo?
Okay. I'm gonna say Onyx. Go help him. I'm gonna cast Greater Invisibility on you.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm gonna run over here towards where they said that the fighting was going on.
All right.
Because I'm super slow.
What image would be a good image for invisibility? Oh, this will do.
All right. And Onyx?
All right. Ooh, that's 6 feet. Yeah, so I'll go all the way over here. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry, I lost it. Yeah, right there. Okay. I'll go right there. And, well, I can't really do anything from here.
Oops.
I already took the dash action. So I guess I'll just go an additional 10 feet then. And I'll just end my turn right here.
All right. And you now see a demon chick wielding a whip.
As a point, you have to use your action to do the investigation check.
Ooh, okay.
Check to see if it's an illusion. But if she goes up and attacks it or whatever, then you'll know immediately.
That'll work. Owen.
So end of my turn. Wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Not enough.
Ah! And that's it for me. I see it in front of me. I just can't muster up the strength to hit it.
Alright. And Zane.
Yeah, I don't know shit back up. Right. What is she? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can get up to there. And then I'm gonna cast. I'll just cast Eldritch Blast on her.
Right.
Fuck it.
What, baby? You forgot to give it to me for Father's Day? What is it? Bye. Thank you. That's a little late, but
First
thank
one.
you. Go wash your face,
Eight.
baby.
How many do I get again?
Thank you.
2.
2 attacks.
Yeah, next one.
I see.
11.
My daughter just comes in with a piece
2
of
con saves.
half-eaten
Oh,
banana
that's-
cream pie that she's eating. It says,
One
"I
is
got you a
10,
late
one
Father's
is-
Day present."
10.
Oh, sorry, 10.
Alright. Anything else, Zane?
Nah, that's me. I'm just gonna do that and then continue concentrating on my spell.
Alright. Let's see. Alright. She, uh, the dark elf will cast
Did you do the
dispel
concentration
magic
checks?
on Owen.
Oh.
Oh, yes, concentration checks.
2.
So 2 at 10. Failed, so she won't have to cast it. So you could move again, and she will then cast resistance on you, Onyx. She moves over to here.
Wait, she could see me?
Great
Oh,
invisibility.
Did she get the ring back? No, you've got the ring. So no, she would not be able to see you. So she casts that on you, not Chris.
Oh,
D4, that's gonna roll. Save for
I can.
nice.
If she can't give you a bath, I will. Okay.
Why did you say no?
Well, I can in a
Volo
minute, but not right now. Okay.
is
Yep.
really not going to offer much in this fight.
Who are you talking to?
1, 2, 3, 4. He will get closer to watch.
Who are you talking to, Daddy? Daddy, this
And
is cool.
It's got his books. I was taking notes. Whoa, such a badass bow.
and then let's see. I need Owen to make another save. You
That
make
one
this
right
one
there.
at advantage.
Put the
Wisdom
light
save.
on him.
Okay. Hold on, baby. 1 second. See you, Will. Nope.
Nope.
Daddy,
Um,
it feels like
she turns and looks you right in the eye, and she says, "Protect me with your life."
Oh. Oh boy.
Not Chris.
5 damage. Excuse me, sexy devil lady.
oh boy.
I'm
Daddy,
gonna go
are
ham,
you
I
the
guess.
guy with the purple?
How far did I move?
Are you
That's
the
10,
guy with the
15,
purple?
No,
just
I'm
behind.
I'm this guy here.
But then I don't get advantage
That
because
guy's the
Owen
hat?
isn't my friend anymore.
Can I
But
show
I
you?
don't know that. But do you want to take an attack of opportunity on me, Owen?
I would.
Are you just Daddy?
Ooh.
Some Somebody's right there by themselves.
That's my birdie.
I'll take it.
Where's your birdie? What kind is your birdie?
It's a raven.
Is it this
Give me
one?
my damage.
Could be this guy.
Oh, sorry. Being distracted by mini DM here.
Right.
Is it this one?
Zane, murder Owen.
Who's playing this?
And then
Yeah,
I'm
straight.
just swing twice. I have no idea what I'm doing. Fucking stab me. I do have my curse back. I'm gonna curse this bitch. And my bonus action.
We are your
And then I
pie
will swing
guy.
twice.
You ate all my pie?
You eat all of it.
Oh, very nice.
Wait, so my Father's Day present was the pie that I made,
And then I will swing
and you
again.
half ate it.
No,
Definitely never done.
Yeah.
I made it.
Yeah,
You
38
made it.
points
I
on
think
that first hit.
No, I made it.
Do I still have my thing?
I made it.
I
The
do.
one where you put
I will
banana
turn that into a
on it
22 of my turn
and put
divinity.
it from in there.
Oh, okay.
I
2
made
hits.
it. All by myself.
Um,
With no mommy, no daddy, no nobody.
Die, bird.
Well,
It's 27.
daddy, look. I know my color.
There it is. So you have it. And that is that.
Pink,
Absolute
red,
wrath of a human stabbing me as I run past.
green, and green. Daddy, this is my favorite kind of
Alright.
green.
And Leo?
Daddy, this is my favorite kind of green color.
Is it now? That's blue.
No, it's green. That's green.
I'm just dashing to all the way.
I'll show you
Okay.
when it comes on, Daddy.
Okay, it's
No
my
bonus.
turn.
Any bonus action?
Daddy, who's playing that guy?
Yeah, I
The
will
yellow
use my inspiration
potato.
on
potato.
Zane.
Yeah.
Can I talk to him?
You can do it.
You can talk to him after, okay?
Is he a real
I'm just hiding
person?
like behind the drow lady, but I'm just like, you can do it, devil man.
Playing it.
And Onyx?
Before Onyx goes, does she have to make con saves for when I hit her?
Yes, it is concentration.
Yes, dominate. So 38 would be a 19.
Fail, fail.
No,
No, we want her to fail, babe.
Why?
So
Failed.
I'm not charmed
So
anymore.
roll again.
Go.
Still cool though. I have no idea what happened.
Go.
So concentration is broken.
Go.
This poor bird lady.
Go.
Yeah, it's not gonna end well for her.
No, it's not.
Go. I think he's gonna win.
All right, yes, it's Onyx's
I
turn.
think he's gonna win,
Alright.
Daddy.
Alright, I'll go
Yay!
here.
She won. Yay! She won.
Oh.
Daddy, she won.
Is it possible for me to attack around this corner?
You got the 10-foot reach. You got the glaive.
Yep.
Yes, I will say that it is going to be half cover, so it's going to be the +2 to AC.
Okay. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, I get to make it with advantage because I'm invisible, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
So, one,
Hit.
two.
Oh, ho, ho.
Alright. His first attack, 11. And the second attack, Jesus.
Nice.
Minus 7 and minus 24.
And since I hit her, you get an unwavering mark. If she tries to attack anyone else, she'll have disadvantage. And even if the person does get hit, they take reduced.
Dad, do you know how to make pie?
Alright.
Yes, I know how to make pie. I made the banana cream pie.
Oh wait, nope, never mind. It doesn't affect. God damn it, I keep
Banana
forgetting about
cream
this
pie.
freaking rule. While
Daddy,
5
it is
feet.
within
can I
5 feet
tell
of
you
you.
something?
Yep.
Dad, can I
Oh
tell
well.
you something?
I still did a good
Can
amount
I
of
tell you
damage.
something?
That was a good hit.
If we buy whipped cream, can I pour
Alright.
some in your mouth?
Yes.
Yay. How you pour whipped cream in your mouth?
All right, Owen.
Very carefully. As my mind clears, I'm gonna shout to Knockers. The bitch cloud in my mind. I'm gonna take 3 rapier swings at her.
Daddy,
Right.
go to the girl.
Oh, I got advantage, don't I?
Daddy, go.
Yes.
Daddy.
So an 11 and 16 for the first one.
Yep. Misses.
24 for 12. 25
Hit.
for 6, and then I'm gonna action surge.
All right.
So that'll give me 3 more attacks. Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No, only two.
No.
No, just 2.
Just 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So 19.
Thank you. 19 just hits.
Hey, quit hitting my arm. So 7 points of damage there,
Manny, get me a
and a 26
Hits.
for another 8.
Very nice.
When Owen said that, can I do an insight check to see if he was lying at all? I want to see how truthful he was in those words.
Oh yes, make an insight check.
I was
hard to
telling
read
the
in
truth.
the chaos.
Hi, potato.
Hello, I'm gonna drop concentration on.
He says hello.
Haste. So he's now stunned.
Daddy,
for his next
Oh, you bitch.
turn. Yeah.
potato looks like that.
Then I'm also gonna cast blindness, deafness, and I'm gonna twin it on both him and the bird person.
Okay.
It's gonna
Can we go
be
see him?
blindness. Yeah, it's con save.
Do I automatically fail because I'm stunned?
No, I think it's a con save. Does stun do con saves?
Oh, that's a straight roll for me.
I think stun.
So
is,
then, so I fail.
thanks.
Yeah, so it failed anyway.
And
DC is 8. Okay, yeah.
I got the horses.
So technically speaking, he's not stunned. He just loses his action and his reaction and movement. It doesn't say stunned.
All right. So are they blind or are they deaf?
Daddy,
Both blinded.
Blinded. All right.
can I tell you something?
So any spell that
Okay,
requires
I
sight
got
is now null and
sunburned.
void.
Alrighty then.
It has sunburn.
You have sunburn?
No, okay, Aaron.
Yeah, he does.
Because
I'll copy the
I got
blinded condition in.
sunscreen on.
That'd be
You're not,
I get to smack this bitch because she can't see me. Thanks.
Yep. Yesterday.
You got the hiccups.
All right.
Daddy, scare my hiccups away.
She.
Do them. Make it like,
You're so scary, babe.
All right. She is.
that's blinded if anybody needs it.
All right. Um. All right. Let me look this spell up.
If she's casting a spell, I'll try counterspell it.
Okay, she is. So, all right. Then you counterspell that, and
Is that higher than 3rd level?
it is not. I don't think.
Mario Kart or whatever she's playing.
I think it is. So make a check. Thought it was a 3rd level. Yes, you can counter it. And she begins to walk away. So, Leo, you get an attack opportunity if you so choose. She is not. She is not running. She just sort of. She began to cast a spell. Nothing happened, so she turned and started walking the other direction.
Okay, I'm not attacking
Okay.
because I don't have a melee weapon.
but the one I'm gonna use is battery down. Can you help me with
You have your fist.
I would not do damage.
What do you need help with?
The one with the charger in it.
Bring it to me.
Valo will begin running to catch up to her.
Oh wait, my bad. I thought it was the bird. I won't be able to see the drow. I thought the bird was casting.
I
a
was
spell.
wondering why you were counterspelling the drow.
Yeah, I thought it was the bird. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't see the drow anyway, so I can do it.
Okay, then yes,
Me.
then the her spell went through then,
The horses in
We're all dead.
and then let's see, follows going that way. Ooh. Have never used this spell. Hang
We're all dead.
on. All right. I don't think. Let's see. It's where'd I put it? There it is. All right. So I need. It is going to step back in the corner, so it can get.
I can't. Can I
Everybody
use a
but
reaction even
Leo.
though? Can I use a reaction?
I.
It says the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn. Doesn't say anything about reactions on haste. So
I'll leave that to DM discretion.
Where did we put haste? Let me read it real quick. I'm gonna say no with you being stunned and blind.
Well, I'm not technically stunned. It's just that I can't take an action or move from the haste wearing off. I thought it was a stun.
You also can't attack of opportunity, so you can't see anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
It was so it's barely going to get Nokris, but Nokris and Owen, Zane, and Onyx all need to make dexterity saving throws.
Uh-oh. Is she casting a spell?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I can't spell this.
All right. You have to make a check.
Roll game. There we go.
All right.
Is the drow casting this?
No,
No.
this one is the bird.
Right. Okay.
So that does counter it.
Whew.
Damn, and I still haven't used the spell. All right. It does it have a bonus action? I think it does. Yes, as a bonus action, each creature within 30 feet of it make a Wisdom saving throw.
I'm so good at these. Oh,
Christ.
14, not the 21.
I get that. Do I get that a D4 to mine?
Yeah, you still have that. You've not taken anything to.
Oh, do I do that too?
Is this poison or anything?
This, what?
1 second. Let me check the feet. Advantage on saving throws against being poisoned.
Not poison.
Not poison. That's a D4.
Do I have to roll two?
Each.
Okay, not 1D14.
I don't know because you have full cover, so I would say no.
if it says if it doesn't go around corners, then
Yeah, it does not go around corners.
yeah. There you go.
22 for me.
22, 20. So this only affects Owen.
Yay! I'm the best.
DC 20.
Jeez.
Damn it, you guys. All right. So Owen, you are paralyzed again.
Well, I saved from a paralyzed effect. I'm out.
did.
I'm at completed D&D.
Yep. That is Nocris's highest achievement. All
Fucking
right.
never
That's
again.
the end of its turn. Nocris. It just stepped back blind and just it raised its hand to cast a spell. You countered it, and in frustration, you just saw a wave of energy pass out through it.
I put my middle finger up at it, even though it can't see, and then I'm going to swing twice at advantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh!
How do you want to do this?
Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm chopping its head off. I don't care about the drought.
Very nice.
Just
That's
chop its
42
head off,
damage.
and then chop its body in half as well.
You just did 42 damage on that hit.
And then just impale what is left. And then let go of my sword. And whatever's left is still standing there.
Wow. Fucking 42 points of damage. It had 8 health left.
It was not surviving that.
Oh, man.
So what was that about? I'm not going to roll any nat 20s today, Peter.
What was that 3? 4?
I think that's my second one this game, maybe?
Bullshit, bro.
Technically, one wasn't a 20, it was a 19, but because it was cursed.
That Onyx had 2, and you had 2. That's what I was thinking.
And then I heal.
Oh yeah, I'll run after the drought lady.
10.
We're still in initiative. Owen's fucking
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to hit fucking knockers.
Oh, I'm after him.
Yeah.
It's going to matter.
Leo, what would you like to do?
I'm just running after the drought lady.
Okay.
She said, "Oh, wait for me. Where are we going?"
Would she have still walked away even though she wasn't counterspelled?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna follow them.
All right. And Onyx?
I seen Leo heading upwards. I'm gonna follow him. Alright.
I just like the idea of all this going on, and that Araness is just standing there slapping the whip, and nobody's paying any attention to it.
Right there, that's clean. Okay, that's good enough. I'll go over here and attempt to grab the drow's arm and tell her, where do you think you're going?
Go ahead and make the grapple.
Would be
Athletics with advantage. Yes, you're invisible.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna. Oh well, 24. I will just say with you being it, you would probably just go straight through. Yeah, she cannot actually roll a 24. It's not possible. So, yeah, if she nat 20, it would be a 22. All right. So you have her by the arm. What
Yeah.
would you like? And you said what?
Where do you think you're going?
I was going for help.
The monster's defeated.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Very.
Owen, you are not paralyzed. You are still blind.
Would I
Make
have
a con
heard
save if I'm blinded.
Nocris kill the bird thing?
Yes.
Then I will sheathe my rapier and just sit down and try and wait for this blindness to go away.
You can make a con save.
Yeah, you make contact.
You fail.
But you just see me sit down with my sword sheath, just waiting.
Okay.
Same.
Are you evil? Are you still evil? What's going on?
Well, evil is a matter of opinion, but the bird thing told me to defend it to the death.
Right, I wanna see if it's lying.
Insight.
Don't fucking believe you, bro. Don't fucking believe you.
I'm Zen. I'm pretty sure he's telling the truth.
Alright. You sure about that?
I don't
Well,
know
if
if he
anything I
isn't.
can do about the blindness,
You
you
mean
just
side
gotta
check
save it.
him, dude?
Alright, well, there's nothing I can do about the blindness. He's just
Well,
blind.
a minute later it'll go away anyways. So
Yeah.
just for shits and
You keep making
giggles.
con saves. Yeah. Nah.
There we go.
I'm 100% sure that he's definitely telling the truth.
You just kept getting better there. Me.
I'm gonna take the bird's head and then pick up the card and be like, "Goodbye, sexy devil lady,"
All right.
and then go back to my cart. Come on, Zane. I'm pretty sure I've got us a way out of here. We just have to wait an hour so I can contact the Raven Queen again.
Okay, cool. Zyla,
And
your mic's
also-
going crazy.
Hmm?
Your
I'm
mic's
sorry.
weird.
What the heck is going on right now? 'Cause I wasn't doing anything.
It's like feedback or something. Or
I
it's like rubbing or
take off the ring and I hand it back to the drow and I say, "Thank you.
Can I have my belt back?
This is your collar."
My belt.
And I put it around his neck. Not too tight, but just tight enough.
What the fuck? Nah, Nick.
And then I let go so he can do whatever he wants with it.
Where's there attacks happening?
Whoops, my bad. I was trying to say I attacked Owen for trying to put a collar on Leo.
That hits. Don't you have advantage because you're invisible?
Oh yeah, he's still
That-
invisible.
Nice, I'll roll
Uh,
one more.
how long? Wait, how long does it last?
Yeah, the minute. So it's still technically be up, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, I would see him because I had the ring on.
Didn't you give it back?
Well, he's not. I'm not next to that person yet. So, but yeah.
Oh.
All in all,
I mean, either
regardless,
way, it's
I would have been hit.
Yeah.
Are you genuinely attacking it with your glaive?
No. I'm just hitting his hand. I'm not chopping it off. I'm just hitting his hand with the blunt side to stop him. And then I turn to him and pointing my glaive towards him, saying, "Leo is not a pet."
I hear this voice, but I don't see anything. I go, he will be.
Where'd you go? Hide behind Onyx.
I still see you.
Zane, we definitely should have left these people in the prison.
We definitely should have.
I'm pretty sure they didn't even do anything to help defeat the bird.
Uh, minimal, if anything. I don't know.
Well, let's just go back to the car. Wait, you can wait an hour and then I might be able to get teleported out of here. Maybe.
Do I get teleported as well?
I mean, you helped, so probably. Maybe. Listen,
Let's follow them.
it's maybe like 70-30. 30% of a chance that you...
Doesn't sound very good. I don't like these odds.
Yeah, wow.
Maybe you can introduce me.
Good luck with that.
Why?
Just good luck with that.
That'll be fine.
Back to my treasure hoard.
I walk behind everyone, keeping an eye on the Drow and Owen. Owen. God damn it! I'm playing too many Fire Emblem.
I just keep eyeing the halfling.
Oh shit.
And the dark elf will say, "Guess it's time to visit Mother."
Yep, on your own.
We should probably just kill her.
Maybe.
She's definitely completely evil.
Are you you still want to come with me?
No.
If you give us an hour to just kind of chill and rest for a while, and discuss it, then maybe yeah.
She says, "The beast is dead. Why not stay in here? It's safer than out there."
Well, valuable goods are in my cart. You guys can stay in here. I'm just gonna go out to the cart and sit on top of it.
Okay.
Are we only
Alright.
taking 1 hour rest?
So y'all wanting a short or a long rest?
You guys want a long rest in the cave that had the weird tentacle
Wait, yeah,
giant
wait,
head
wait,
back
I'll
wait,
at
say
wait, wait.
if we're only short resting, I'll go outside with
I mean,
Knockers
okay, okay. So,
or Zane,
do
whoever's
we
going
want a short
outside.
rest or long rest? Because we can do both. Can do both, or one or the other.
Do we feel
Yeah.
tired enough for a long rest?
I don't know how long it's been.
And also of point, you did still leave the one-armed bandit tied up.
Oh fucking these.
No concern of
I
mine.
mean, we have been up all day. Dude, we haven't taken a long rest in a while. I mean, you guys haven't taken a long rest in a while.
I'm just wondering if
well,
time frame wise, if it's been. What the hell's going on here? Why are you
because
doing
we
that?
got off the boat, we walked to where the bugbears were.
Yeah, I mean it's been a while.
I mean, I'll take
Alright.
one if we can get one, but
I'll say
Yeah, we can take a long rest. We can take a long rest. So what we're gonna do then, if that's the case, let's hide the cart behind. We can either bring the cart in here if we want to. If we want to do that.
it won't fit in
Yeah,
here, will it?
barely. It'll take y'all about an hour.
Oh fuck that.
I was gonna ask you.
I'll just sit on the cart.
I was gonna ask you. If I cast enlarge reduce on the card, will it reduce all the gold?
Isn't it a creature? Or is it
No,
an
I can do it on
object?
items too. I'll click it so you can see the text.
Creature or object you can see.
But I don't
Yeah,
know
but
if
it
it'll
wouldn't do.
reduce everything.
But it wouldn't do it to all the gold. It's surely it's only just one object, which would be.
Everything
well,
it's carrying changes size with it.
Yep, everything it's wearing and carrying
mean,
changes size
yeah,
with it. So I
yeah.
would say yes.
I mean, the thing is, most of the gold's in the bag holding. So we have one bag of holding full of gold, and then we have a bag of holding full of magical items, and then some gold, and then
Then what does the card
whatever is
carry?
left over, whatever's left
Oh.
over is like bags of gold, but it's probably
Okay,
not
I
that much.
can do that.
It's just the thing is because we have so much fucking silver and shit. It's not
Okay.
actually all gold, is it?
Well, Leo will offer that to make it small, so you can put it in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 31,000 silver pieces.
Wow.
Wow. And then he will offer you all rest in his home.
Whose home? I got a home.
My home.
My home.
Hmm?
This is
What
your
have
home?
you got?
A big home. What home do you got?
I got a home
You
as
live
well.
here?
You didn't
I'm
say
not
that this
here.
cave was your home.
No. I can summon my home. Well, it's a small version of a cheap home that is out in a small
I got a
town.
hut. What have you got? I got a hut. What you got?
It's bigger than a hut.
Leo, stop messing around. Just do it.
Okay, yeah. I just sit down and I just basically start painting on the wall like a door, and then you see a door pop up.
Interesting. Okay.
No way is my cart going in there.
I reduced it already.
Yeah, but how big is it by default? Surely it's like.
Which
Tech-
would
Technically-
be
Technically goes one size smaller.
It'd be large, so it'd be medium now.
Depends
So
how
it
many
could go
people
in.
how many people could fit in it. It might be that
Lot.
squeeze through the door.
It might be huge if all of us could sit on it before.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say that.
huge. Oh shit! So it's large now.
What I was thinking, it'd probably be something like this big, like that.
I mean,
Or even that
regardless, nobody's touching the cart unless I say so.
Okay, so
And I
it'd be one
don't want you
bigger.
guys casting magic on it.
Okay.
Maybe like that big. Because then you could have
Mhm,
like
yeah,
people
yeah.
and then horses, and then that'd be all the shit at the back.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
Yeah.
if you reduce its speed,
It'd be
I
the
just
size of
I
two
just
squares.
start touching
10
the
by
side
10.
of the cart.
Yeah, it's a 10 by 15.
Owen.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's that big by default, so it'll be now be
Mhm.
that big.
Don't touch.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a rest at my home. If you guys want, you can come too. There's food.
I'm good outside.
I
Okay.
gestured to the door for the drow.
And she just strolls in.
It's not my fanciest home, but I hope it'll do. It's normally for traveling.
And Valo follows.
40% of this goddamn money in here. I have to
If we can,
fucking deliver to
okay, one
two
second.
idiots.
I'll keep
If we can
watch
pull
with
the
you.
cart, if we can pull the cart inside in here, I can put a alarm on it. So if anything gets close, it'll go off.
Just
I can
put an
put an
alarm
alarm
on,
in the
dude.
doorway.
Just put an alarm on me. I'm staying outside with the car.
Alright, I'll just put an alarm in the doorway out here. So if anything comes in, we'll know.
You guys can go anywhere you want to. I'm staying outside on the car.
Alright. I'll cast alarm. It's how big is it? 20 by 20?
I don't
Put the
remember.
spell in.
Yeah.
20-foot cube.
Do you want me to stay out and watch with you?
If you really want to.
I got nothing better to do.
Can always go in and eat with them.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay, yep. And
Um,
it's magnificent mansion.
Ooh, fancy. Alright, it's a bit better than my place.
But
Dome.
it's different. Like the outside, like when you go in, it looks like it's outside, but you can tell the walls are fake. Like the walls painted like the sky.
Oh, that's kind
I
of weird.
think yeah. Can you switch it to the first one? I think I put it there.
Yes. What?
Oh, you made a map for your mansion? That's awesome.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So pretty much like anything you touch that's on the sides, that's a wall, but it's fake, basically. But it makes it look like if there's actually like if it continues, I guess.
And then Shroud Priestess.
That's
and-
pretty dope.
Where are you at, Follow?
I'm going over here. See you later, guys. Bye. Oh, look, beds. Oh, look. Kitchen. Food.
And
Oh, cabbages.
Enjoy that.
Yep.
all right, and then Owen and Nakra stayed outside.
Yes.
Ho,
Yeah.
ho, 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 ho.
All right. Um. Let's
Eldritch blast. Pew,
Brilliant.
pew, 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 pew.
Having fun?
This place is fucking awesome.
It's like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah. I didn't make tokens for the ghost yet, but the
Oh.
servant ghost. But yeah, you pretty much see a bunch of they look like butlers. They're human sized, and they're mostly look old, and they're all just standing there. Most of them will offer food and water, or drinks if any of you want them.
This place is fucking infested. What the fuck?
They're my servants.
Oh. Can I order them to do stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. Go run me a bar servant.
They'll go run your path.
Bliss.
All right. So, how close an eye are you keeping on Volothamp and Liliana, I believe her name was?
I'll be keeping guard on them.
I am fully distracted by this house.
I am gonna summon. Actually, should I summon the griffin or the Pegasus?
Hmm.
Did I hear Griffin? I run out in a towel. Griffin?
Surprise me.
Okay. I'll summon the griffin since we keep fighting in darkness. You'll probably be able to see then. Yeah, you just see me sit down for a bit again. I draw in the floor like an image of a griffin, and it lights up, and a griffin pops up.
What the fuck?
I go over to the griffin, take out my saddle and put it on it, and put the saddle on the griffin. Make sure it's nice, tight, and fastened, and then hop aboard. Slightly different than the Pegasus, but I still like it.
Yeah, he's the same same being, I guess. It's just a griffin now.
I hope one day I get to own my own griffin, a real one.
The fuck
Yo,
is that?
Momon,
Well, he is real.
why can't you be a griffin? The fuck?
Oh, you can summon things too. That's awesome.
Yeah, I can summon a couple things. I can summon some enemies if you want.
Oh shit, no.
You sure?
I can only summon this mention in the Pegasus or Griffin.
No, I can summon a couple things.
Hmm.
I sit down for a bit, and then all of a sudden a big disc appears.
Oh, you're doing the okay.
Look, I can carry shit on a big disc.
Hmm. How much can it carry? I'm just gonna get up on it and start jumping on it.
Yeah, it should be able to carry you.
Oh, shit. This could be very useful for Trent.
I'll start flying around on my broom, getting the disc to try and follow me.
I was on the disc when you did that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit. That is very useful. Hmm. I would definitely want to learn more about your magic.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Oh, bro, you got any really cool spells? Oh, we could trade notes.
Yeah, I follow. I
You write
I
any of your
mostly
spells
learn.
down? You write.
Sometimes I learned from them from books. But I don't. I just memorize most of them. Uh,
Oh,
I went to a school in Waterdeep.
oh, okay. Okay, because I see, if certain spells I can write down and I can know them. I have to have them written down. You won't be able to tell me. I'll be able to write down.
Oh, okay. Well, if
But
we get to Waterdeep, I can probably get you access to those books.
oh, that'd be cool. I'm down with that. See, I write them in this thing. I summon a shadowy kind of fucking creepy looking gnome. Got a couple skulls on it and bones and shit. This thing.
Okay.
Did you summon the ghost horse? Why would you do
It's gonna be
that?
annoying.
Does it have at least one diamond, one ruby, one fire opal?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I really need to know.
Mm,
I mean, you can use them if we're in trouble, but try not to because obviously they lose that
Yeah,
extra things.
right.
No, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go back to the bath. I'm
slowly
still
pawning off magical items.
slowly pouring on magic. Yeah, I'll just summon a bunch of shit. We'll just give it to them.
I was getting sick from the magical energy.
That makes sense.
Some of them weren't working right either. They're like swapping properties. All of a sudden, my sword was making me fly. My boots are on fire.
All right, guys. I think this is where we're gonna leave off with y'all having a long rest.
Sounds good.
Water spells, sorcery points.
I won't touch my shit considering we're outside.
Yeah, I'll leave mine as well.
I'm nice and safe on the inside. I ain't coming out. I'm having a bath. I fall asleep in the bath. The bath gets cold and I wake up.
I'm more than willing to watch you guys' stuff if you want to take a rest.
I mean, it's just if we get attacked while we're long resting is a thing. Which is why I,
I mean,
don't want to.
like I said, I put the alarm spell outside and it's gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna be all noisy. So I'll make it
Just
play
make
so
it
it's nice.
Oh, okay, cool.
oh, that's true. That would wake him up.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless one of us just get harpooned from fucking out of range.
I mean, that also wake you up.
All right. The two of you outside get. You don't get a lot of sleep, paranoia, listening to everything in the distance. But you do get a full night's rest without incident.
Okay.
After an hour out there, I will recontact the Raven Queen, and I'll tell her that we killed it, even though she probably already knows. But, you know.
And
At least one shot, so I'm at 16.
again, it's a very long pause where you think you're not going to get a response before she says, "Excellent work."
And tentacle somewhere else.
Do I have an idea that the bird creature was looking for those planar travel papers that I picked up last time?
Make an insight check.
Oh yeah, I want those.
I forgot I had them.
Possibly. Yeah, you definitely know that it was looking for something that it could not find before you guys got a hold of it.
Okay.
Gimme.
I'm not in there.
You went inside the mansion.
Running
Y'all are mid rest, and Zane wakes up in a fever sweat.
Remember,
Research paperwork. Oh my god.
She's with the girls.
only in a towel. 'cause
Amber and
gotta
Emily?
look bad.
Oh, does she?
Every,
She must have just
every
left
now
then,
and
because
then,
Amber was in the half an hour ago.
I'll have the Griffin like watch the drow, because every now and then I will go outside and make sure that Knockers and Owen are alive and well.
Actually, she will stay outside the house.
No, then that just makes things easier.
Or yeah.
No, I have to watch her actually.
As in outside the entire portal,
No.
or just
on
in
the
the
map
courtyard
here.
there?
Yeah, a little courtyard. This map is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, found it. It was really cool.
All right. But yeah, whoever was watching her, she did spend the evening meditating, and she did cast a ritual during that
That,
time.
Shoot her in the face.
You'll now have spiders nesting inside of you. Enjoy.
that I do
I
not
don't. I was in the bath most of the night.
I'm
actually.
not gonna lie. There is a
Well,
version of this map where it's infested with spiders.
you know, while she's casting a spell, I'll probably get Leo and like ask him like to like at least see what the hell she's doing. I don't
Right.
deal with magic. Leo does.
Get you both to make a religion check.
Check.
It's a good thing I'm proficient in religion.
Me too. Oh shit.
um, Leo, you do recognize this as a common ritual for conversing with gods. This is divination.
Okay, I'll let the Onyx know.
Mm,
I'll let you know through a message so she doesn't find out that I know.
mm,
Just in case. Because I don't know.
then I'll respond with the message saying like, people do deserve to practice their religion in privacy.
I'm technically only attuned to one thing because I don't have to attune to either of my two magical items.
Let me rummage around and our other shit says there's anything else for you.
Yeah, so I only have one attunement right now. Nice. Oh no,
With
my
a
my
ring-
eagles do. My eyes of the eagle do. So I have two.
Yeah. So we have a ring of resistance, which is radiant damage. Oh, dude, we have that instant fortress as well. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Oh yeah.
I remember that the entire time. I can't wait to actually use it.
Oh, well, when Sid get back, he can.
I thought we said that Bill kept it.
Did we?
I think so. Last time, because we were talking about it.
Didn't we just
Yeah,
give
because
her
it
a
says they
medal?
just left it in the cart.
Oh, okay.
We didn't
So
really
I,
have
th-
anything
I
else.
think you guys only left money with Phil. I think.
Yeah, I gave her a share in gold.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
fine,
so you could copy your spells. Yeah.
It's why we have so much silver over gold. Yeah, we didn't really have anything else.
Yeah, she's gonna have to go crazy with spells when she comes back.
I feel sorry for her.
Yeah. All right, guys. We will pick up with going to visit Liliana's mother.
Yay.
Can't wait to see how this turns out.
Terribly.
Very
Is some
scary.
people gonna die?
It always ends terribly when it comes to Drow.
You're married to one.
Don't
So,
worry about it. Okay. She's reformed.
you guys, you guys have a good night, and I will see y'all next week.
Thank you very much.
Sounds good.
Have a
Thank
good
you
evening.
much.
Good night.